Hello everyone, welcome to my Facebook Live. I am Ruth Norton with Ruth Stamping Corner. Today, this is what we are making today. This adorable little box that holds a full-sized Kit Kat bar. You can use any flavor you want. I'm using the strawberry and dark chocolate for mine, but you know, all Kit Kat sizes are the same. So you can use any flavor you want in this. And I'm going to show you some little tips and tricks for our greeting. You'll see that in a minute, and we're going to use all 5 of the brand new In Colors. So we're going to make this in just a minute. But before we do, while we're waiting for everybody to join, let's go over all the happenings going on, and there's a lot, you guys. So yesterday I went live in my VIP group. If you missed that, you can head to my VIP group. I shared, we did a quick walkthrough of the brand new catalog, and then I shared 28 cards that were all made with brand new items. So if you missed that, you can check my VIP group, or you can head to my YouTube channel. The replay is on there as well. All right, guys, so we are down to the final days. This is the last time you're going to hear me remind you about this, but if you want May's Paper Pumpkin Celebrating in Color, you need to sign up, subscribe by May 10th. So that's coming up next week. It's coming up very quickly. In May's Paper Pumpkin, they're also going to be featuring all 5 of the brand new In Colors. So if you love the project today, if you love the colors that we're using today, you might want to get the kit for May because it uses all of those same colors as well. Plus, every kit will have a chance to win a $25 shopping spree. If you find a golden ticket in your kit, you won. You're a winner. So make sure that you check out the subscription for May. It's going to be good. All right, now if you do have a long wish list and you do really love our new In Colors, let me show that. I have them all right here. If you love our brand new In Colors, you might want to consider joining Stampin' Up! This month. They have an incredible deal. When you purchase the starter kit, you get to choose $125 in product. The starter kit is $99, so you only pay $99. You get to choose $125 in product. This month through May 31st, when you purchase that starter kit, Stampin' Up! Is also giving you for free, this is in addition to all of the other starter kit benefits, you're going to get a free stack of In Color grid paper, and so all of the colors are represented on on different sheets there. You're going to get a stack of the In Color cardstock, the 8.5 by 11. You're also going to get the DSP stack of all the In Colors, and you're going to get all of the ink pads. All of that for free in your starter kit. Your starter kit also includes a free paper pumpkin, and it includes free shipping. So the value of your starter kit is pretty close to $200. I haven't done the math, but I think it's probably pretty close to $200, and you're only paying $99. So if you have a long wish list, this might be your best bet to do that. Plus, once you're a demonstrator, you can get a discount on all your future purchases. And, you know, who doesn't love a discount, especially when you are stocking up on all the brand new things in the new catalog. So if you have any questions on the starter kit, please let me know. I'd love to have you join my team. All right, May's Card Crate features the Sending Smiles bundle. This is also the bundle we are going to use today. And May's Card Crate also has all of the brand new In Colors. So if you love the colors that I'm using today for today's project, if you love the bundle that we're using for today's project, definitely consider getting May's Card Crate. This is a class to go, so it comes straight to your mailbox, so you can create anytime you want. There is a PDF with photos, there's video instructions, and this month, well, every month, you get $20 in product. So Card Crate is $35, comes shipped straight to your door. You get $20 in product. You can add on the bundle if you need to, and this month, if you need to, you can also add on all the ink pads because you will need these to complete the cards. So there's a link to May's Card Crate information in the video description, so you can check that out. The last day to subscribe for a Card Crate is next Friday, so you have just over a week. All right, the catalog launched yesterday, the brand new catalog. So if you are shopping the brand new catalog, if there's things that have been on your wish list, or brand new things that you're just now seeing that you want, make sure you head to my online store and shop. Here's May's host code. When you shop using that host code, you will be sent a PDF with 3 exclusive projects to inspire you. My thank you gift to you. If your order is over $50, you're also going to receive the Make and Take kit that coordinates with that PDF, so you can make those cards in the PDF. If your order's over $150, don't use the host code because you're going to get those Stampin' Rewards. That's free shopping dollars for you And I'll still send you the make and take kit. And the make and take kit this month features, all 3 cards features the Happiness Abounds bundle. This is a fantastic bundle too. So you'll get 3 projects that feature that bundle. All right, so let's get to making our project today. So I showed this at the beginning. If you missed it, we'll show it again. So this is a project we're making today. This is a very cute little box that holds a full-size Kit Kat. You'll see it has this little fancy little opening here. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's all held together with a magnet. Again, we'll go over all of those steps, but this is a really cute box. It holds any full-size Kit Kat. So any Kit Kat you have will work, or any Kit Kat you want to give away will work. It makes a great little party favor, thank you gift, teacher gift, whatever you want. All right, we are going to start with a piece of Orchid Oasis. This is one of our brand new colors. This is cut to 8 by 7.5, and we're going to start on the 8-inch side. To score, we're going to score at 1/2 inch, at 1, and 5.5, and 6. And all of the measurements are in the video description, so don't worry about writing them down. They are all there. All right, now turn it to the 7.5-inch side, and we're going to score it at 1/2, at 3.5, 4, and at 7. All right, that is it with Simply Scored. So we're going to put that away. I'm going to tuck that under. All right. All right, grab your bone folder. We're going to do some burnishing of those score lines, and then we're going to trim them up. Okay. So this is such a cute little box, and you can make this year round. All you need to do is, you can just modify the front. Of course, they have fun little Halloween Kit Kats that come out around Halloween, so you get to easily modify this for Halloween, for Christmas, for birthdays, for whatever you want. All right, so let's do some trimming. Now there is a big piece on top here, and then there's 2 1/2-inch score lines on the bottom here. This is going to be the lid. This is the lid that folds over, and then this is the bottom. So we're actually going to do some trimming. We're going to trim the top part first. So I'm going to flip it over so that that wider section is facing me, and we are going to trim up the first score line all the way down to that second score line. We're going to trim off this little rectangle here. We don't need that. Then I'm going to fold this out of the way, and I'm just going to trim this at a little angle. These are going to be little tabs that fold in the box. So you just trim off those little sides. They fold in a lot better. All right, we're going to do the same exact thing on this side. So up the next score line down to that second score line. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on the next score line as well. But this time we're just going to cut all 4 of these off. So before we go back and do that little tab, we're just going to cut all of these off. So cut along that second score line there. You can use bigger scissors or your paper trimmer too. This is kind of a longer place to cut. All right, and then we're going to cut this part off. Boop. And then just trim those. Okay, and that is the top of your box. Okay, so we got that. I hope it's all in camera. I think so. So we got that. So you have your little tabs. You have your flap. That's going to fold down. All right, now this side, this little 1/2-inch side, just give that just a little notch right there. That's going to be our glue tab. All right, with the bottom down here, we're going to do it a similar way. We're going to cut up this first score line up to the second score line. Hold that out of the way. We're going to cut off 1 square, and we're going to notch in the other. That's going to be the bottom of our box. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Cut up. Hold that out of the way. We're going to cut this one. This time we're going to cut this one off. All 4 of these on the bottom. Okay. Da-da-da. This box is really fun because you can actually make a bunch of these, and they are going to store flat. And so then when you need one, they're going to be easy to store. You can just grab one. Okay, one last thing on this big tab down here, this 1/2 inch tab, I'm just going to notch in those edges just a tiny bit, just like that. All right, so this is what it should look like. So we trimmed, this is the front that's gonna fold over, and then on the opposite side, that's where we left our bottom tab. And you should have 2 1/2 inch score lines down here with your tabs. And then your tab. All right, that is all of the trimming with our scissors anyway. We are going to do some trimming with our die cutting machine. We're going to cut out this little notch here, and I actually have a little angled border piece here, which I didn't grab those dies. Yeah, here they are. Okay, so but before we do any actual cutting with the die cutting machine, we're going to flip it over because we're going to add DSP to this piece first. This is a piece of the Orchid Oasis Dsp. This comes in that In Color DSP pack that you can get for free when you join, or you can purchase it right now in my online store. So I'm going to adhere this down. This piece is 2 7/8 by 4 1/4, and this is going to go to the front here. This piece with the 2 1/2 inch tabs on the bottom, this is the front piece, and I am just going to just line that up, center that in that space right there. Okay, all right, now we're going to pull out our die cutting machine. We're going to do some cutting. So this one you have to use the big die cutting machine that won't fit in the smaller one. All right, so grab your plates. You need your number 1, 2, and 3. Now this is not going to fit in here. You can see that this is bigger. So what we are going to do is actually fold up the bottom here, and we're going to have to do this one at a time. So I'm just going to fold the top over too. We are only cutting in this section here, so everything else can fold up for now. It's okay. We're going to have to do this twice though. All right, so these are the brand new All That dies, and I'm actually going to use this little label piece to die cut our little notch here, and I'm going to have to use some of this washi tape. But I do have the new magnetic platform coming to me. I did order that, so I'm very excited to get that. So, all right, so we're just going to tape that there. Now, if you didn't want to run this through your die cutting machine, you can just use a punch. If you have a fun circle punch or any kind of label punch, that would work too. You don't even have to add a little notch here. I just thought it was a little bit fancy. It was really cute. All right, so we're just going to run that through. We have that nice and centered on our DSP piece, and I'm just going to come right back. We don't need to run the whole thing all the way through. All right, so we're going to pull that off. We have our little die cut area, and you want to make sure you add your DSP first so that you can run it through. Well, you know what I mean. Okay, so now we're going to fold this up sideways like this because I want to cut the lid here, the little flap here, and for that I'm going to use my basic borders dies. These are not new. We've had these for a year now, but they are so much fun. Now this one you need to really be careful of because I'm going to tape this down and then we'll move our cardstock. You just want to kind of center it, line it up. Okay. And then you want to make sure that your die is completely in the parameters of the machine. So keep that nice and centered because you don't want your die to hit the side of the machine, if that makes sense. So make sure that that plate is completely covering that die. We're going to run it through. Typically you want to run your border dies through going the long way, but because our cardstock wouldn't fit that way, we can't fold up our box that way. We have to do it this way. So it will fit, just be careful. All right, and then we'll pull this off and we have this really fun little angled banner there. Okay, let's move this out of the way. We're done with this for now. We will have to bring it back out in a minute, but for now we're done. So we'll move that out of the way. And this is what you should have. This is how it should look. Okay, or if you want to look at it like this, this is how it should look. This is how we trimmed it up. So this is how it should look. And then we've just die cut 2 little areas there. So and let me move my dies out of the way. We're going to need this one in a minute. So I'm going to pull that one out. That one that I just pulled out, this little arrow, is so much fun. And that's from the All That dies. That's the one we used for our little border piece, our little notch. Okay. All right, it's time to assemble this box. The only place we're going to put our glue is on this side, okay? And that is just going to go around. So I want to make sure I put it on the right side. So that's going to go on the inside of this flap. I'm just using Stampin Seal Plus. You can use any strong adhesive, tear and tape, whatever you want. All right, I'm going to fold this flat, and then all I'm going to do is just fold this fold this over just like that. All right. And so if you were storing these flat, if you were making a bunch of these, maybe for a party or making them in advance, they will store flat just like this. Okay. And then when it's time to assemble them, all you need to do, tuck those tabs in. This flap will fold in on the bottom. You can glue this one as well if you wanted. You don't have to. Stick your Kit Kat in, and there is your little box. Isn't it cute? So cute. Now, if you didn't want to, you could always cut off this this bottom piece and just leave that other 1/2 inch piece, and then you could just glue the bottom closed, or you can just glue the back of the box here. That would be fine too, but I like the idea of making a bunch of these in advance and then storing them flat. All right, now we need to add our little magnet closure. So I have these little tiny button magnets. I got these on Amazon. If you just search like button magnets on Amazon, you get a bunch of possibilities. All of them will be great. You can also get them from a place called totalelement.com. They also sell cute little button magnets. All right, I want to hide all the magnets though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one on a glue dot. And you can do this before you adhere it too, which would have been easier. But I'm just going to stick it actually on the inside right below our little notch here. So I have it just on my scissors. You can use your Take Pick tool. I'm just going to pull my scissors out. And so the magnet is just right here, right on there. And then I'm just going to drop the other one on. Actually, close this up first. Close this up first. Wait, how did I do this? Hold on. You need DSP first. I do want to hide that. I don't like the magnets exposed, so I like to hide them. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a piece of DSP that's going to get adhered to this piece, to the back of our flap, just like that. And so we want the magnet to be on the front of that DSP piece. So get that DSP in place, and then drop your magnet on. That will put it in the exact right position. Grab another glue dot, stick that on the front, and then just close your flap right on top. Just make sure everything is lined up. Close the flap, and that will pick up the magnet. Okay. And then we'll be adhering this piece on just like that. I hope that makes sense. I hope I didn't confuse you too much. But I do like to keep those magnets hidden, especially if you're going to give these to kids or something. Keep the magnets tucked away and hidden. All right, so we're going to add some adhesive. I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus again. Just add some to that flap right there to adhere our DSP piece on. I'm going to add another glue dot to the magnet here, just to adhere it down. And this piece of DSP is also from the In Color DSP pack. This is 3x2. And we're just going to line this up just like that. And it looks like my DSP is trimmed a little too big, so I'm just going to trim off those edges just like that. Okay, so let's put our Kit Kat back in. And that is our box. Super cute, right? I love that little triangle flap. You have DSP showing on both sides. Super cute. All right, now we're going to do our stamping. So pull out a scrap of white, and we are using that Sending Smiles stamp set, which is under my die cutting machine. So I'll have to pull that out in a minute to show it to you. But we're using the Sending Smiles stamp set. This is a photopolymer stamp set, so I'm going to pull out my Stampin' Pierce mat, and I'm going to open up all of my ink pads. So we have Starry Sky. This is Sweet Sorbet, Tahitian Tide. I have to move some stuff. Orchid Oasis and Parakeet Party. Now for the centers of my flowers, I am pulling in one more additional color, and we're going to use Pale Papaya for that one. All right, let's see if I can do this without making a horrible mess. All right, so for our biggest flower here, we're actually going to use Starry Sky. So we're going to stamp that. We're going to die cut all of these flowers, so just any scrap of white will do. All right, we have this little, I don't know what any of these flowers are called. This other one, we're going to use Sweet Sorbet for that one. I love this one. I don't know, like a Black-Eyed Susan, is that what it's called? I don't even know if these are the right colors for these flowers, but that's what we're going with because they look so pretty. For this little one, we're going to do 2 in Tahitian Tide. We are going to need 3 leaves in Parakeet Party. Okay. And then for our greeting, I just have this little hello greeting, and I've already die cut that label. Oh, hang on. Technical difficulties here. Okay, so I've already die cut that label, and I want it to be much smaller though, because this was very large and I only wanted to say hello. So we're going to use the Orchid Oasis, and I have one of the greetings here. This greeting says a card to say hello. I only want to ink up the hello part. So I'm just going to gently tap it in the corner, only inking up that hello part. And I'm going to stamp it kind of close to the point of my arrow, just like that. And then we're going to kind of modify this so it's a little bit smaller. So I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute. Let me get that die over here. All right, now for the rest of our stamping, we need to bring our piece back over. We just need to fill in the little flower centers, and that is what I'm using my pale papaya for. So we have this one that lines up perfectly with the sweet sorbet flower. We have kind of an oval looking one that goes in the middle of that one. Then we have this little teeny tiny one that goes in the middle of these. Okay, so move all of our inks out of the way. We are done stamping. So let's close all of these up. These colors are so pretty, especially when you use them together. They're just definitely some of my favorite in colors ever. Okay, I'm gonna move all of those out of the way, my inks out of the way, and we are going to do some die cutting. Now I have actually already die cut all of my flower pieces here, so that we didn't have to do all of those. But you would run all of these, you would run all your flowers through the die cutting machine. But we are going to modify this one a little bit. So let me pull back our kind Emboss machine. You can use the mini one for this step, but this one's already out. So, all right. So what we are going to do is I'm going to line up the little tag. We're going to put it right back into the die, but I'm going to shorten it just a little bit. So I'm actually just going to place this down just like this. Just make sure it's lined up along the top and the bottom. I'm use a little piece of washi tape to hold that down. So we're just modifying this die a little bit, making it shorter. I just wanted a shorter arrow. So you can see we just cut off this piece, and then we are left with a much shorter little arrow. Isn't that cute? So double use for your dies. So you can always modify your dies. And so let me put this away. We are done die cutting now. We have all of our stuff, and here's my stamp set that we are using. And the dies that will cut out all of those flowers. All right, now this one that I mentioned was from the He's All That die, and I also have die cut this little bottle cap circle thing from there. So we've used 3 dies from the All That dies. So get those. Those are great to have on your wish list. All right, so let's start assembling. So all of these get dimensionals, except the leaves. We're gonna just adhere the leaves down with some liquid glue. So, but turn all those over. They all get a dimensional on the back of them to adhere them. Okay, peel all of our backings off. And we will start adhering them. You can put them on in any little order you want. I'm just going to stick with what I have, what I did previously, so I don't have to think too much. And then tuck the little Tahitian Tide flowers in. All right, a little bit of liquid glue. You can also use glue dots if you want. I'm just going to put a little bit on the corners of my leaves here, and we're just going to kind of tuck them in. Okay. These little leaves are so cute. This green is so fun. This is one of my favorite greens, this Parakeet Party. I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but I love it. All right, it's just like that. Isn't that cute? So pretty. All right, and then our little hello greeting. A little bit of adhesive on the back of that, and that will just go right on top of our flowers, just like that. All right, this gets adhered down to our box here, but I'm only putting dimensionals on the lid part. Don't put any dimensionals on the bottom here. You're going to glue your box closed. Actually, let me grab my scissors. Just use a couple of the edge pieces here. like this. Okay, peel that off, and we are going to adhere this down just like that. So cute. All right, couple finishing touches. I have some of our Starry Sky ribbon. This is our metallic ribbon. This ribbon is available in all of the In colors, and it is so light. It's so soft. It's shiny. It is so pretty. You'll see me use this a lot. It's perfect for adding to cards because it's so light. It's not going to bulk up your cards. All right, isn't that cute? It tied the best bow too. I didn't even struggle with that on camera. All right, final finishing touch. I have the In Color dots here, and I'm just going to add them in the Starry Sky. So a couple down here. And a couple up here. We're going to add 2 up here. All right, so that is your little Kit Kat box. Perfect for any occasion. Inside, you can fit any full-size Kit Kat you want. It'll hold that perfectly. And we've used all 5 of the brand new In colors and the Sending Smile stamp set. Remember, this is a stamp set that I'm featuring in this month's card crate. So if you love the stamp set, if you love the colors, make sure you head to my blog and check out the details for card crate this month, because you will definitely want to get card crate this month. All right, guys, that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed this project. I will be live again next Wednesday with another fun project with all brand new products. My order will be here by then, so I will have all brand new products to share with you. All right, guys, if you are shopping, please head to my online store. Use this host code when you shop. And if you're watching this on Facebook, I'd love this if you shared it with your stamping friends. If you are on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. All right, guys, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you later. Bye.